Hope you're having a great Wednesday. I told you that we're changing up the schedule. We're doing 5 days a week now. Hi, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. How are you guys? Hello, happy Wednesday. Told y'all we're trying 5 days a week now. So your girl is here. Your girl is here. Don't worry. Hold on. We're gonna get started as usual around 6:05. Who came in? Hi, Reset Wellness. Hi, Sincere. Y'all right on time. Okay. Quick alert to those of you who ordered the Monday's workshop. I did not realize that I downloaded the wrong version, so I'm in the process of uploading the right version, and I'm going to send it to you personally. So if you pre-ordered it and you just got you didn't get the screen share, you're going to get it in right after the broadcast, okay? Don't worry, I got you. Happy Wednesday, y'all. How you doing? Sincere and Reset Wellness, you guys were in here yesterday. What do you guys think about the 20-minute episode format and doing it 5 times a week? Did you like yesterday? Are there critiques that you have, things that I could do better? Because I want to make this as beneficial as possible for you guys. And while you do that, we have 2 big juicy stories. I think they might take up the whole 20 minutes, but I'm very excited about them. Okay. It does go by quick. It does go by quick. But I think that if we have 5 episodes a week, hi, Every Occasion Photo Booths. If we have 5 episodes a week, 20 minutes each, that gives us 100 minutes for the week, right? No, usually I have 2 hours a week, 1 hour. The first, 5 or 10 minutes is introduction. So I'm cutting down the introductions so we can get right to the meat. And I really want to discuss these cases. So actually, as of right now, I want you guys to share out to your to whoever you want to watch this, hear this, because we are about to get started. Okay. All right. Share. All right, okay. Let me prepare my throat. All right, welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Peyote. You are watching NPL Legal Dish, y'all. I told you, we are trying this thing out 5 days a week, 20-minute episodes. If this is your first time ever seeing my face or hearing my name, I am Natalie Pierre-Louis. I am the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help you get the groundwork ready for your business. So if you need to get your business registered, if you need contracts, if you need brand protection through trademarks, patents, copyrights, if you need to know how to hire employees, if you need to get an EIN number like the workshop that we did on Monday and that you can pick up for $29 on today because it goes up tomorrow, I help you with all of that. Why am I qualified? Well, I'm glad you asked. I've been a licensed attorney for 13 years, going more than 13 years. I've had multiple careers in the realms of law, education, entrepreneurship, hospitality, and administrative support. And I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, and most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everybody as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but so many of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful in business, there are just some things you need to know. If you are interested in any of my services, you can book a free consultation if you're a first-time client using the link in my bio, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. That's where you can also buy ad space on the show, and we do have a supporter today. Can't wait to read the ad. And you can get a copy of the EIN workshop that we did on Monday for $29 before it goes up again. All right. So I'm going to cut the introduction short because we want to keep this a quick episode. But the way this works, if you are new, is I tell you, we talk about celebrity stories to teach business concepts. I'm going to ask you to engage with me, so you have to pay attention. And if you have any questions, drop them in the box, okay? All right. So I have two very juicy stories for you guys today. The first one has to do with the title of the broadcast. Facebook said don't use the word book. All right. Now, what have I always told you about generic words and trademarking? Okay. I have all, and I want you guys to still put, I'm going to wait for that answer. And while you write that answer, and I'm going to read Reset Wellness's comment. Reset Wellness said about yesterday's episode, it's quick, but it allows for us to engage live where before I would just have to watch the replay on YouTube. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you have a chance to engage more. That's awesome. All right. Yes. So what I have told you about generic words and trademarking is that you can't do it, at least not in your industry, right? However, if you do it with something unique, you can. So like Apple is a company, hi James, that does tech, right? But their company is called Apple. Apples have nothing to do with what they do, so they were able to trademark the word Apple for their social media industry, right? Well, Facebook has done the same thing, and they are trying now to trademark the word, book for virtual reality, wireless charging cases, and electric radio components. So I have heard, when you hear netbook or chargebook or things like that, that's basically what Facebook is trying to prevent. They have applied for this trademark in the European Union. And the reason why they're going for book, because they've already trademarked face. Facebook has a trademark for face both in the European Union and the United States, right? So now they're going for book as well. And to pursue that, I want you guys to go look at your user agreement for Facebook, because Facebook has changed the user agreement for us to use Facebook. Remember, I said when you sign up to use these apps, you always have to, give consent, sign a user agreement. Most of us don't read the terms of service. However, if you go and read the Facebook terms of service, they have a bunch of words that you are not allowed to use for commerce. And they have recently changed it to include book because they have applied for the application for book for virtual reality services and things like that. Okay, so Facebook is out here trying to protect their name in these streets. And while I was reading this article, Reset Wellness asked, but isn't MacBook trademarked? MacBook is trademarked, yes, but it is trademarked for computers and desktops and laptops, right? Hi, Nessie time. But Facebook's trademark is supposed to be for virtual reality, wireless charging cases, and electric radio components. So it's not for an actual computer. It's basically for services or, things that service other electric components. Now, hi, did Studio 2017. Now, in pursuit of this trademark or reading this article, I found out that Facebook has tons of trademarks. They have 78 of them. I'm glad you got it, Reset Wellness. They have 78 trademarks, and I wrote down some of them for you. So here are some of the trademarks that Facebook has both in the United States and in Europe. They have a trademark for face, wall, like, poke, quest, stars, the letter F. They have a trademark for FB, a zero with a period, F8. They have one for face pile, Facebook Developer Garage, Friend Feed, Facebook Insights, Facebook Pages, Nextstop.com, Facebook for Good, and they also have a trademark for that particular shade of blue that you see on Facebook's website. Now, in the spirit of, trying to hold on to our words, Facebook's application for the word book is being opposed in the EU. But what I want to know, hi, Route to Victory, what I want to know from you guys, excuse me, something in my throat, is what do you think about Facebook trademarking all of these words and also trying to trademark the word book? Hi, Tanya. They're not trying to trademark book for books. They're trying to trademark book for virtual reality, social media purposes, right? So I can totally see somebody maybe may have been trying to develop some type of charging device, and they were going to name it the Charge Book. And basically, Facebook is like, no, 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 book is ours. So what do you think about that? Do you think Facebook should be pursuing all of these trademarks for these different parts of the name? Route to Victory said, anything to catch a dime. You know what? You're right. You're right. But can you fault them for being out here trying to protect their interests in these streets, right? Now, these are very common words: face, wall, like, poke, quest, stars. However, when you're in their industry of social media and virtual reality services or whatever else Facebook does, those words are not they're not common in those areas. So that's why they were able to get these trademarks. So the crux of this is that, yes, Facebook is trying to trademark simple words, but they're not just trying to trademark it to keep us from using it. They're trying to trademark it to keep us from using it in specific industries having to do with virtual reality and charging. But it's not like you can never use the word book. So my title was a little bit misleading, but I do urge you to go look at, thank you. Go look at your terms of service, your user terms of service. Hi, Sashar Thurton, and see if you can find the place where Facebook says you can't use the word book. Whoever finds it, if you find that section, DM me, like screenshot it and DM it to me, and I will give you a free 30-minute session. Okay? Route to Victory said it protects anyone from using it for 10 years. There's always ways around it. Nessie Time said there aren't going to be any common words left to use. But see, the thing, Nessie Time, is that they're not just trademarking these words so that you can't use them ever. They trademark them in their particular industries. So Apple can shut down anybody who wants to use the word Apple when it has to do with tech. But if somebody wants to go and use Apple and they say, I want to sell Apple hair bundles, they're completely in their rights to do that, because Apple, the computer company, has nothing to do with hair. So again, trademarks are very industry specific. Okay. So yes, common words are being trademarked, but they're not being trademarked to the point that you can't use them. It just depends what industry is it trademarked in and how are you planning to use it. Okay. So do we understand how Facebook is trying to use the word book? Okay. Do we understand how Facebook is trying to use the word book? Now, if we understand, give me a 1. If you don't understand, give me a 2. And if you agree with Facebook trying to trademark the word book, give me a thumbs up. If you don't agree with Facebook trying to trademark, give me a thumbs down. All right? So yes. So Sincere understands how Facebook is trying to use the term. Nessie understands. Route to Victory understands. All right. So we understand Facebook is trying to trademark the word book, but only for specific industries. Thank you for the thumbs up, Route to Victory. Route to Victory agrees with Facebook. So does Reset Wellness DC. Thank you. Tanya understands what's going on. All right. Shop Best on the Yard does not agree that Facebook should be trying to trademark the word book. All right. We got 3 against 1. Did Studio says up. Tanya says no. Okay, so I think the people who are for Facebook are outnumber the people who are against it, but that's okay. That we agree to disagree. That's why we have lawyers. That's why we have courts. Now, the trademark application is being opposed, so we'll have to wait and see if Facebook is successful, but I feel like they will be with all of these words that they were able to trademark before, okay? All right, so we got a whole bunch of people new in the room. I want to say welcome to all of you. Welcome to MPL Legal Dish. This is my daily show where we learn business and legal concepts using celebrity news and pop culture stories. If you are interested in advertising your business on the show, I am selling 30-second spots starting at $3. And we actually have a sponsor today. and they are in the room. Shop Best on the Yard. Please give a hand wave. So, guys, Shop Best on the Yard blings tumblers and creates custom gifts. They specialize in all things HBCU and Black excellence. It's football and homecoming season, so get your gear today at www.bestontheyard.com. Guys, I have seen these tumblers in person. They are so cute. They are so sturdy. Follow Shop Best on the Yard on Instagram because she shows you how she makes the cups. She makes them in all colors, sizes. She makes wine glasses. They are so cute. So go check out Shop Best on the Yard, and thank you for being a sponsor for tonight's show. All right. So now let's get back to what we were doing. So we have, I'm going to try and get, yes. So this is a funny story. Okay. So a couple of months ago, I told you guys about McDonald's suing an Irish burger chain because the Irish burger chain tried to use the word Big Mac on their menu. And it led to a whole legal battle over who has ownership over the word Mac. Well, basically, McDonald's lost in the EU and they completely lost their trademark, their ownership over. Oh, Tanya says she has a Best on the Yard tumbler for her tax business. So go check out Shop Best on the Yard, y'all. And Tanya is actually going to be a sponsor for tomorrow's show, and you're going to hear about all the great things that she does. But okay, so McDonald's lost this case because they felt like they owned the word Mac, right? And the EU was like, not only did you lose this case, but you're losing your trademark. So Burger King over in Europe has decided to be petty, and a Swedish Burger King renamed their whole menu, trolling McDonald's. Hello, Greedy816. So I'm going to read you what they did to their menu, okay? So first of all, the whole menu is called, this is a Swedish Burger King, so a Burger King in Sweden. The whole menu is called Not Big Macs. And these are the names of some of their sandwiches. There is the Big Mac-ish, but flame grilled. Like a Big Mac, but actually big. The burger Big Mac wished it was. Anything but a Big Mac. And kind of like a Big Mac, but tastier. So, because McDonald's no longer has ownership over this word Mac, Burger King can basically take this ruling and run all over McDonald's. And this is a great way of marketing because I would not have heard about this otherwise. So Burger King over in Sweden is being really, really petty with McDonald's right now. And I would urge you to go check out this story. Shop Best on the Yard said that she is dying. Girl, I was dying too when I read this because I was like, I did not know Swedish people could be this petty. Welcome, Good Hair, Good Body. Thank you for joining. But yes, so Burger King is out here being petty in these trademark streets. They were like, ha ha, you lost your trademark, so we're going to use it to make fun of you. And I just thought that was a funny story that I wanted to share with you guys. Okay. Now, next story that we are talking about, it is not as fun as this one, but I think it's very important because I want to ask you guys this question. Do you think it's okay for people to profit off of tragedies? And while you give me that answer, yes or no, do you think it is okay for people to profit off of tragedies? I'm going to give you a little bit of background. So we all know that in the United States, we have a problem with mass shootings. I don't know why our gun laws aren't being reformed, but we have a problem with mass shootings. And there was one not too recently in El Paso, Texas, right? How many remember? If you remember the El Paso, Texas, I know it's hard to, remember with all the shootings that happened, but if you remember the El Paso, Texas shooting, give me an E in the comments. Okay. Tanya says she doesn't think it's okay for people to profit off of tragedy. Okay. Well, so if you remember the El Paso shooting, give me an E in the comments, right? So we all know that when tragedies strike, people make t-shirts, they do commemorative things all right. Same thing. Thank you for the sincere. Same thing for the El Paso shooting. They had lots of t-shirts, logos, and murals that were coming out in support, in support and remembrance of people who were harmed in this tragic shooting. Now, here's the thing. 3 different entities have applied for, so after the shooting, the phrase El Paso Strong has come about. And since then, 3 different people, thank you for the Tanya, have filed a trademark for the phrase El Paso Strong. So the first one was filed 3 days after the shooting by a company called Mountain Star Sports. And the trademark was for their patch. So it wasn't for the phrase, but it was for how their patch was designed. So I guess within the patch, they had the phrase El Paso Strong. The second trademark application was submitted by a locally owned financial institution with the initials GECU, and they are trying to trademark the actual phrase El Paso Strong, and they want to use it for charitable giving, philanthropy, and corporate responsibility. And the third trademark is some lady out in El Paso, Texas named Susanna Rubio, who wants to sell gifts and souvenirs. So here's the problem. When you have a trademark, that it's something that you're trying to trademark, you have to prove that it is associated with your company. So what all these 3 people have to do if they want this trademark to pass is you have to prove that when people think of your company, they think of El Paso Strong. So my question to you as viewers is, do you think that any one of these people, the sports company, the financial institution, or this lady selling keychains, do any of them, hello Chosen 71, do any of them have a chance in arguing that someone thinks of their company and thinks El Paso Strong? Because that's what you say when you're filing a trademark. You're saying that this mark, this word, this phrase, it represents my business. But you have to make sure that it represents your business. I can't just trademark the word red for my business because red has nothing to do with my business. If I tried to trademark it, what would I be trademarking it for, right? So they're trying to trademark El Paso Strong for their businesses. But when you think about El Paso Strong, do you think about a business or do you think about a tragedy? So I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Ooh, 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 ooh. And while you do that, I want to remind you, while you drop your answers, I want to remind you that we are on 5 days a week. So I'm going to be on tomorrow too. If you have any questions, you can always DM them to me. But one of the things, we only have a couple minutes left. I'm offering a free 30-minute session for whoever goes to the Facebook terms. Shop Best in the Yard associates it with a tragedy. Whoever can find the part of the user agreement and find the Facebook part where it says you can't use the word book, I will give you a free 30-minute session. So now, here answers. Shop Best on the Yard associates El Paso Strong with tragedy. Sincere 39 said tragedy. Did Studio 2017 said that is tricky marketing. Shop Best on the Yard said I think the closest one would be for the nonprofit. Well, I think that has a chance because it's not necessarily for a nonprofit. It is for a financial institution. I'm assuming it's a credit union, and they want to use it for when they're doing charitable giving and things like that, right? But you're a financial institution. Like, do you think that fits anywhere in their marketing? Okay. So, yes. So those were the 3 stories that I wanted to cover with you today. We have like a minute left because I got to get out of here. But yes, Facebook is trying to trademark the word book. I've got a free 30-minute session if you can find the section in the terms of service agreement on your Facebook app. McDonald's is being trolled by by Burger King in Sweden. Go look it up for yourself. Guys, I saw the picture. The menu is hilarious. And the El Paso shooting, I would like to have more of a discussion with you guys about this. It's like, what do you think about people profiting from pain? Because it's like, Yes, it's something people want to do good things, and you're allowed to make money from your work. Oh, thank you, Shop Best on the Yard. But when you have something that is this tragic that represents an entire town, do you really think it's worth it or fair for one company to try to co-opt this for themselves? All right. So I want you guys to think about that. We will be back on tomorrow, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to have more stories for you. If you've got questions, be sure to write them down. If you want to advertise on the show, I sell spots starting at $3. Be like Shop Best on the Yard. Shop Best on the Yard said, no, that's horrible. She doesn't think people should profit from pain. I kind of agree with you. But yes, so we'll be back on tomorrow. Go pick up the EIN workshop replay because it is $29 today. It's going up tomorrow. Yes, thank you all for dropping in. I want to make these episodes more frequent, and that's why they're shorter. But I want to be able to see y'all every day. Oh yeah, I'm glad you loved it. All right. Missy Time said tragedies should have been remembered by all, not just one person to profit. I understand. I completely understand. But I'm over time, y'all. I will see you tomorrow. DM me questions, comments, your screenshots of your terms of service. If you want a free 30-minute session, all you got to do is read your terms of service and find the section, screenshot it, and send it to me. All right. So you guys have a good night, and we will